Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What we are going to do for today is linear equation. Actually, you have been taught before, but I just want to refresh your memory on this particular topic. The linear equation is also referred to as equation on a straight line. Equation on a straight line. We have example on the board. The example says that if 4x is equals to 12, if 4x is equals to 12, what is x? Now, the aspect I want to lay emphasis on is the one that has to do with just a single variable. The linear equation that has to do with a single variable. The one you are given on the board, the variable that is unknown is x. The unknown variable here is what? X. So in that case, we have to look for the value of x. But before I solve it on the board, if you have this particular expression, 4x is equals to 12. The interpretation of this is that 4x simply means 4 multiplied by x. If 4x means 4 multiplied by x, that means what is that number that when you multiply it by 4, you are going to arrive at what? 12. What is that number that when you multiply it by 4, you are going to arrive at what? 12. That is exactly what you are looking for. Now for the case of your level, what are you going to do? As far as this particular question is concerned, you are going to do what? You are going to divide both sides by 4. For us to get the value of x, we want to find a way of eliminating 4 away from this x so that x will stand on its own. When x stands on its own, where are we going to place this 4? Are we just going to throw it away like that? No. You are going to take the 4 to the other side, because not that you multiply by the other side, you are going to divide it by what? By the value that you have at the other side of the equality sign. In that case, 4x all over 4 is equals to 12 all over 4. That is exactly what I mean by divide both sides by 4. Or in some textbooks, you are going to find it as divide both sides by the coefficient of x. They are saying the same thing. Either divide both sides by the value of both sides by x, or divide both sides by the coefficient of what? X. Coefficient also means that the number that is attached to a particular alphabet. That is the coefficient of that alphabet. The letter or the alphabet that we have here is x, and the number that is attached to it is what? 4. So in that case, we are dividing both sides by 4. 4 we cancel 4 here. At this particular side, we are left with what? X equals to 4 here 1, 4 in 12. 4 in 12 will give us what? 3. In that case, our value of x is equals to 3. For us now to cross-check whether our answer is right or wrong, you can easily do the interpretation that 4 times x is what we really concerned about. Replace x with what? Replace x with its value, which is 3. 4 times 3 is now what? 12. This means that 4 times 3 is 12. That means the answer that we arrive at for x is what? Is the right answer. X is equals to 3. Now example number 2. The second example says that x plus 8 is equals to 16. Then find x. X plus 8 is equals to 16. Find x. This one is just very simple. All you need to do is just for you to do what? Collect your like terms. Whenever you have an expression like this, plus 8 is equals to 16, The x that we have here, it doesn't have much. It's only 1x plus 8. 8 here does not have any x, doesn't have any alphabet. 16 here also does not have any what? Alphabet. In that case, let us match the one without alphabet together. And at the same time, let us match the one with alphabet together. That is what we mean by collecting of like terms. Now this is x. X will stand on its own. We want to say collect like terms. X will now stand on its own equals to 16 that is outside already. 16 is now waiting for plus 8 to come. And one thing you have to note here is that whenever this plus 8 cross to the other side, is going to change to minus 8. X now will now equals to 16 minus 8 will give us what? That is 8. 16 minus 8 will give us 8. The same thing, you can also interpret this. This simply means what is that value that's going to replace x here? What is that value that when we put it here and we add this to 8, our answer is going to give us what? 16. Now it is 8 that we are going to place here. It is 8 plus 8 that will directly give us what? 16. That means the answer here is what? Right. Now the next example, that is example number 3. It's also the linear equation of single variable. When we have 3x plus 18 is equal to 7. 3x plus 18 is equal to 7. What are we going to do? Remember here, the x that we have here does not have any words. It doesn't have any value here. But we assume that there is a value that is 1, but it's not what written. Here we have 3x plus 18 is equal to 7. You do the same thing. You carry out the same step. And that step is, when you have 3x plus 18 is equal to 7, you are going to collect like terms as well. When you collect your like terms, you will have 3x equals to 7 minus 18. 3x will now equals to what? Minus 11. Please note that there is difference between 18 minus 7 and 7 minus 18. This one will give a positive answer, which is 11. This one will give a negative answer, which is minus 11, because the bigger one is supposed to come before the smaller one. But what we have here, the smaller one is coming before the bigger one, which is what? Which is going to give a negative answer. That is why we arrive at negative answer, minus 11. Now at this junction, we are still looking for x, the value for x. We want the x to stand on its own. Now recall yourself back to question number 1. Example number 1, where we have 4x is equals to 12. And we said the step we are going to take here is dividing both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 4. Now let us bring the knowledge of this example 1 to this stage where we have 3x is equal to minus 11. What are we going to do? We are going to divide both sides by 3. The 3 here is the coefficient of x that we have. You now have 3x all over 3 is equal to minus 11 over 3. 3 will cancel 3. At this particular side, we are left with what? X is equal to minus 11 all over 3. Then I ask you, what type of fraction is this? When you have the numerator being bigger than what? Denominator. That means this is what? Improper fraction. And whenever you have improper fraction as your answer, you need to convert it to what? Mixed fraction. So at the end of the day, the final answer is going to be minus, how many 3 are we going to find in 11? That is 3 times 3 whole number, remainder 2. That is 2 all over 3. If you have to convert this one as an improper fraction to mixed fraction, you are going to arrive at minus 3 whole number, 2 all over 3. and that is the final answer for the third example. Now for the fourth example, example number 4, whereby you are given if 81 minus 9y is equal to 27, then what is the value of y? What is the value of y? The question says if 81 minus 9y is equal to 27, what is the value of y? All we need to be doing here is just collection of like times and then dividing both sides by the coefficient of the variable given. Now, this question is 81 minus 9y is equal to 27. What is that step you are going to take? We are going to collect like times as well. The figure without variable y, pass them to one side. The figure with variable y, pass them with what? To the other side. Now here we are going to leave 9y minus 9y is equal to, outside the equality sign we have 27 already, waiting for 81 to come. Here 81 is plus 81. By the time 81 cross the equality sign, it will change to minus 81. I know what you may be thinking in your mind is that, what about this minus that is in between 81 and 9y? The minus here does not belong to 81. The minus here belongs to 9y. The minus at this middle here belongs to 9y. That is why I retain minus 9y at this particular side. And I'll carry 81. 81 here is plus. It doesn't have any sign here. Carrying 81 to the other side turns to what? Minus 81 at this particular side. Now, we now have minus 9y. Minus 9y is equal to (27) minus 81. Minus 9y is equal to minus 54. That is minus what? 54. Then, what are we going to do? Here we have minus. The other side also have what? Minus. You do the same thing by dividing both sides. By, here it is not going to be just ordinary 9 again. It's going to be divided both sides by minus 9. Because coefficient of y here is minus 9. Coefficient of y here is what? Minus 9. Now, minus 9y over minus 9 is equal to minus 54 over minus 9. Minus we cancel minus. 9 we also was cancel 9. We have y here. Here minus we cancel minus. And then 54 divided by 9 will give us what? 6. That is, the final answer now is plus 6. Now the next example. This next example involves brackets. Minus 2 into bracket x plus 3 is equal to 6. That is the question. Minus 2 into bracket x plus 3 is equal to 6. Then find x. From example number 1 to example number 4, none of those examples involves what? Bracket. But this number 5 has to do with brackets. And I want you to remember something called what? Formulas. In mathematics, this particular formulas is very important. It serves as a guide for you to solve any mathematical expression. Now, minus 2 into bracket x plus 3 is equal to 6. We need to follow formulas. The first letter, which is B, stands for what? Bracket. Now we want to open what? Open bracket. And don't be surprised, in some textbooks we are going to find it as remove the brackets. Now use what is outside the bracket to multiply each element inside the bracket. Minus 2 multiplied by x That will give us minus 2x, followed by this. Minus 2 multiplied by plus 3. Minus times plus will give us minus. 2 times 3 will give us what? 6. Equals to 6. Now we have a clear expression. We are going to do what again? We collect like terms. Minus 2x will now equals to 6. We want to carry this minus 6 to the other side. Here it is minus. When crossing the equality sign, it's going to change to plus. Now we have plus 6 minus 2x equals to what? 12. Now divide both sides by what? That is going to be by minus 2. By minus 2. Then we now have minus 2x all over minus 2 is equals to 12 over minus 2. Minus we cancel minus 2, we also cancel 2. Our value of x will now equals to value of x here will now equals to minus 6. Value of x here will equals to minus 6. The other example, which is example number 6, we also have something that has to do with brackets. 4 into brackets 2x plus 3 is equal to 3 into brackets x minus 1. Now determine the value of x. 4 into bracket 2x plus 3 is equal to 3 into bracket x minus 1. This is just to tell you that it is not only one side that we can have what? Brackets. You can have brackets in both what? Sides. When you have brackets at both sides, you do the same thing. You are going to do the same thing by removing the bracket. When you have 2x plus 3 is equal to 3x minus 1. You are going to do what? Remove the brackets. That must be your first step. Use what is outside the bracket to multiply each element inside the bracket. 4 times 2x. You now have what? 8x. 4 times 3. That is what? That is 12. Is equal to 3 times 1 is what? 3x. 3 times minus 1 is what? Minus 3. Now, the next step will be what? That is collect like terms. You have your 8x at this side. Now carry 3x that is at the other side. It is plus 3 at this other side. By the time you take it to this particular side, it's going to change to what? Minus 3x is equals to. Don't forget, when you lifted 3 plus 3x away from this place, what remains at this particular side is minus 3. This particular minus 3 is what I bring down here. Now, this minus 3 is now outside, waiting for plus 12 to come. By the time this plus 12 cross this equality sign to this other side, is also going to change to minus 12. It is not magic. Those that are with x, bring them to this side. Those values without what? X, take them to the other sides. This one is plus 3x. Coming to this side, it changes to what? Minus 3x is equals to, there is something that's going to what? That remained here before. That is minus 3. Bring it down. This plus 12 will now also move away from this side to the other side. On getting to that side, it's going to change to minus 12. Now 8 minus 3 will give us what? 5x is equal to minus 3 minus 12 Minus 3 minus 12. That is minus 15. That we are going to have here. 5x is equals to minus 15. Why is this one minus 15? Minus 3 is assuming I'm owing somebody is a negative. Let's assume it's a debt. I'm owing somebody 3 and I'm owing another person 12. All what I'm owing all together is what? Minus 15. Now we have this. What are we going to do next? Divide both sides by 5. You divide both sides by what? 5. You will now have 5x over 5 equals to minus 15 over 5. 5 will cancel 5. At this side we are left with what? X is equals to 5 here 1, 5 in 15, that is what? 3. At this side we are left with what? Minus 3. This minus must be part of your what? Your final answer, because there is no any other minus to cut it. So it's the only one that we have, and it must appear as the what? The final answer. So x is equals to minus 3. Now for the next, let me say the last example for the day. The last example for today is when you have 9x squared is equals to 4. What brings about square? Nine x squared is equals to 4. Don't be surprised. All what you need to do is just that find the way of making x to stand on its own without any attachments, either as power or as what? As coefficients. Now, the first thing we are going to eliminate out of here is what? Is the coefficients. You first eliminate the coefficient. Coefficient that you have here is what? 9. Divide both sides by 9. You will now have 9x squared all over 9 is equals to 4 all over 9. 9 will cancel 9. You are left with x squared at this side is equals to 4 all over 9. Is it x squared that we are asked to find, or what? X. We are asked to find x, not x squared. In that case, this particular square sign will also move to the other side. And whenever square jump to the other side or getting to the opposite side is going to change to what? Square roots. So we are now going to have square root of 4 over 9. Square root of 4 is what? 2. And square root of 9 is what? 3. That is the final answer is 2 all over 3. Don't misquote me here. What we are going to do first is that find a way of eliminating the coefficients. When you are done with the coefficients, now come back to what? The square. Not that you will first move the square to the other side and later be finding what? Later divided by the coefficients. No. You will first eliminate the coefficients. When you are through with the coefficients, then you will now come back to the square. Square moving to the other side will change to square roots. And then the square root of 4 over 9, that is what? That is 2 over 3. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 3 is 3. And square root of 9 is 3. That is why the final answer here is x equals to 2 over 3. And that is where we are going to stop for today. So please try to check your last 12 question and some other past questions that you have at home. Actually, you also have your textbook with you. There are a lot of examples and there are also a lot of exercises in your textbooks that you can practice. Try to practice them. Don't just be lent and be sleeping at home just like that. I pray God will be with you and make you be one of the successful ones in the nearest future. Amen.